Yes, so a lot of people have been talking about the bad performances from the 8 teams in the round of 16 from the EPL in the UEFA Champions League. But we have failed to look at the reasons why these teams might be performing the way they are performing, right? Okay, so if you look at the teams that have the chances to go on to the next round now, it's likely going to be 3 teams out of the 8. It's likely going to be either Arsenal. Arsenal is most likely going to go on to the next round. Liverpool, so certainly going to go on to the next round, and maybe Manchester City. But what nobody is telling you is the games that these guys have played over time. You know, look at what is happening in the EPL now. There is no FA adjustment to the league to the games that they are going to be playing. This weekend, for example, Arsenal is going away to Everton. Manchester City is going. I mean, Arsenal is hosting Everton. Manchester City is going away to West Ham. And for Manchester City, they have to win that match because they need to find a way to close the gap at the top of the table. You know, they are chasing Arsenal. They are going away to a West Ham team that is also looking for survivor. Doesn't want to relegate. It is already a match that is draining. Everton is going to give Arsenal a very tough time at the Emirates Stadium, right? Chelsea, Newcastle, this same weekend though. And at the end of the day, you know, Newcastle will host. Newcastle will go to Barcelona. Chelsea will also play, you know, PSG this coming week, and they're already having a very very tough game. So what happened to the FA? Shifting all of these games or readjusting the timetable to accommodate, you know, the UEFA Champions League so that at least they can be fresh going into the UEFA Champions League. So you expect Arsenal to play Everton, you know, Manchester City to go away to West Ham, a very difficult match, using the same squad, go back to the Champions League again with the 3-0 deficit that they already have at Madrid, right? And also for Chelsea now that also had three goals deficit also at PSG to win. Newcastle 1-1 already with Barcelona. So what are we talking about? The FA themselves are not even helping these teams. They are not helping these teams. And not to leave Liverpool alone. Liverpool already have, you know, a goal deficit at Galatasaray. So when you look at who Liverpool are going to be playing, guess who? They are playing Tottenham on Sunday. Tottenham also in the UEFA Champions League, you know, 5-2, also a 3-goal deficit against Atletico Madrid. But look at Ligue 1. Look at how they have managed their games. Look at how they have managed PSG games. PSG looking fresh, looking well, right? They have already demolished them, Chelsea. So you cannot blame the clubs, you cannot blame the players, you can't blame them because the games are too much, the games are too tasking, and considering the way they play in the EPL, it is too competitive. It is too competitive. I think the FA really needs to come in, look at this timetable, adjust it for them. If you have a big match in the UEFA Champions League, they should find a way to move it forward. Move your next match, move it forward. We can always have, you know, -1 games in the EPL. Of course, Manchester City currently has -1 game in the EPL right now. And, you know, with all of these things, Arsenal is still the only team that has played the most games. They are still going to play Bayern Leverkusen at the Emirates Stadium. This same coming next week. So all of these things are facing themselves. Liverpool facing Tottenham. You know, who else again? Chelsea facing Newcastle. West Ham, you know, hosting Manchester City. Arsenal hosting Everton. Tough matches, and you still expect them to perform top in the UEFA Champions League. Come on, it's not possible. The FA needs to do something.